Hello guys of the CRAA-Nation, this is Sean here from Comic Reviews and Axe. Today we bring you Batman issue number 49. Cue the Batman music, Bruce Wayne is back! Okay, first look is the issue, the cover art here. Okay, here we start with Bruce Wayne, and I think this may possibly be the current artist's last issue because he signed it, and I only ever normally see that when it's their last issue that they do. So hopefully this wonderful art that we've had in these current Batman issues continues. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of artists changing. You guys know that from when you saw my last Iron Man issue. So hopefully this time we should have a better artist take over. I'm hoping he keeps it to a similar style. But we move forward. We instantly start at the similar sort of circles and instances that we saw when Bruce was explaining this machine to Alfred. Remember when Bruce, just before he went to fight the Joker, and he explained this machine to Alfred about, I mean obviously I didn't do a review of this issue, but he explained to Alfred about the machine to keep Batman alive forever. These are the similar sort of circles we saw, and it's going through Batman's, of the ages or of the universes, I don't know, but different variations of Batman all implanted with Bruce's memory, so it's the same Batman near enough. And we continue on through to the Court of Owls, which was very interesting because that's something we saw in year 1 or years 0 year, was it? Anyway, and Bruce Wayne's actually mayor. Now, whether this is future or alternate universe, I don't know. But we see him rush out. Everyone obviously seems to know that Bruce Wayne is Batman. And he goes into the clock tower and he uses a clock to descend into the Batcave. We then cut back to Bruce of our current time, who's obviously forced Alfred to go back to Wayne Manor. How he got there, I don't know. Alfred's obviously still missing a hand from what happened with the Joker.
If you're happy, 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 clap your hands. If you're happy, 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 clap your hands.
Interesting. So it's all continuity even after the events of Convergence. And Bruce Wayne is obviously asking Alfred, let me into the Batcave. And this moment here kind of feels like a breakup almost, or like a bad relationship. I'm trying to think of a film example of this. I'm finding a hard one. I'm sure I'll think of something now and I'll put it in the edits now. This is kind of the film example of this, what I'm currently reading. However, Alfred sees Bruce as a sort of broken boyfriend, and Bruce tells Alfred, I'm Batman, and he needs to get into the Batcave, almost as if it's a boyfriend who's apologising for cheating on a girlfriend. And then we cut back to Bruce, future Bruce, alternate universe Bruce, I don't know, but Joe Chill, the man responsible for killing Bruce's parents, is in charge of the Batcave. How wonderful! And this, I like the look of this new Batcave. It's got the names of everyone who's ever died in Gotham in the middle. It's lovely, but then of course we cut back to the dank and dismal Gotham, Bruce Wayne, with our Batcave. How lovely. And Bruce forces himself into the machine, saying he needs to become Batman again. And obviously we all knew this was going to happen. How did we not? Cue the Batman Michael Keaton music. And we're back. Now, this relationship here, when Bruce goes into the machine, I quite like it. Bruce goes in and we know we're going to get Batman back. We know we are. I don't think a Batman fan has ever been this happy since ever. Michael Keaton couldn't be happier. But then, of course, we cut again to future Batman / alternate universe Batman, and he's wearing a gold and white Batman suit. And he's got a son, he's got a wife, and he drives off an unicycle. I can't help but look at that suit and think of Batman and Robin, the Clooney version. You know, when Mr. Freeze took over and they had the silver suits and everything just looked shit. Yep, that's what I see here when I look at that suit. I mean, I'm sure the artist thought it looked really cool when he drew this, but sorry dude, you got George Clooney. Anyway, this George Clooney Batman thankfully dies to a giant T-Rex that's invaded a glass globe. And he dies. And then we kind of move on. Of Batman going through the universes or futures. One being his Penguin Squad, GCPD Squad, so on and so forth, Batman Beyond. It's quite fun. I mean, it's quite nice to see all this. But he keeps dying and dying and dying, and we don't know why. And eventually we see what's going on here. And we see Alfred saying he doesn't want to be Joe Chill, he doesn't want to be Joe Chill, he doesn't want to kill Bruce, he doesn't want to make Batman, because obviously Joe Chill is responsible for Batman. And the person who kills or flips the switch becomes Joe Chill. And Alfred doesn't want to kill Bruce. But then, of course, comes in Bruce's girlfriend, who is nice. Is very nice. Yes, nice. And of course, she's willing to flip the switch. Now, this is lovely. I mean, just the imagery here of this image here of the bat symbol in the sky. Bruce's girlfriend is talking to Bruce, and Julie, that is, of course. And Julie is saying, "You won't remember me." And Bruce has said, "Unfortunately not, no. I won't remember anything after this point of being revived after the Joker killed me. He'll just remember up until the point where Bruce obviously made the machine." And she said, "Will you be able to save us?" And he says, "I will. In fact, I wish I could act this out, but I can't, because obviously I can't do a female's voice. But this was one of the scenes that got me. It's emotionally, it's one of those things where if you've ever had anyone that is worth sacrificing yourself to make sure is safe, then this is where it hits you. When she kills Bruce to bring back Batman, and he has imminent brain death. Somehow, though, going through this imminent brain death, Bruce manages to have a shave. I mean, look, he's got no shave. Anyway, I'll show you in a better shot in just a moment. But progress complete, of course, the machine calms down. And Alfred, in fact, Lena, let's do this last page some dignity. Shall we? Yes. We'll act out this last page. Show it some dignity.
Process complete.
Master Bruce, is that you? If so, listen to me. You've been away a long time, but the city, it's under threat of...
Stop. Save it for the car. Let's go to work.
So guys, that's my thoughts of Batman issue number 49. Now, the issue had some lovely artwork, had some lovely imagery, got me emotionally attached. It was a brilliant issue. I'm so looking forward, because Bruce is obviously going to have a new suit. He's going to build up a new Batman suit to fight against these guys. It's going to have the return of the Batman. Short ears, long ears, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping for a bit in between. I'm actually hoping we get a suit that's more towards the Batman Beyond feel, because Batman Beyond's only, I think it's 15 years ahead now, and he needs to start getting into the tech for it all. So that's kind of where we need to go. Anyway, that's my thoughts of the issue. I'm going to give this issue, score it. It got me emotionally attached, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Now, if you guys want to be part of the CRAA-Nation, please comment, like, subscribe, and please share. Please share. If you're liking these videos, share it. We need the shares. If you have shares, we need them. Like, if you have shares to muster, please send them our way. We need those shares. Please. Please. Anyway, peace out, guys. May the power protect you always.